Let's begin with another topic, that is multimedia architecture. Unlike most other systems, multimedia encompasses a large variety of technologies and integration of multiple architectures interacting in real time. Another important aspect of multimedia systems is that all of these multimedia capabilities must integrate with the standard user interfaces such as Microsoft Windows, X Windows, or Presentation Manager. Furthermore, the design should be such that the system can cooperate with or without special hardware needed for multimedia such as DSP with no change in the application software. And even more important, the application should require absolutely no change to operate with the variety of hardware interfaces. Multimedia encompasses a large variety of technologies and integration of multiple architectures interacting in real time. Multimedia architecture comes in three types. 1. Workstation architecture. Second, IMA architecture. Third, network architecture. Figure shows the workstation architecture of multimedia. In this architecture diagram, the left side is very similar to non-multimedia system. The right side shows the new architectural entities required for supporting multimedia applications. The add-on multimedia devices and peripherals include scanners, video cameras, VCRs, and sound equipment along with their associated device controllers and encoding hardware such as DVI, JPEG, or MPEG enabled boards. For each of these special devices, a software device driver is needed to provide the interface from an application to the device. The graphical user interface designed primarily for Windows managed by applications at fixed resolution require control extensions to support applications such as full motion video or remote desktop. Multimedia operation places tremendous demand on the system hardware in terms of both computing performance and storage. Furthermore, high-resolution display technologies allow multimedia applications to be operational at one time, thereby requiring additional resources to manage program and data requirements. Another multimedia architecture is IMA architecture. The Interactive Multimedia Association, that is IMA, has a task group with a charter to define the architectural framework for multimedia to provide interoperability for multimedia products. The task group has two areas of concentration: the desktop, that is client, and the server. The desktop focus is to define the interchange formats that allow multimedia objects to be displayed on any workstation or personal computer. The server focus is for defining the class libraries for multimedia objects that would enable distributed multimedia application across multi-vendor platforms. The task group role is to provide technological specifications rather than products. The architectural approach taken by IMA is based on defining interfaces to a multimedia interface bus. The multimedia interface bus would be the interface between system and multimedia sources and would provide streaming IO devices, IO services, including filters and translators. So here figure describes the IMA architecture of framework. Another multimedia architecture is network architecture for multimedia systems. Multimedia systems have spatial networking requirements because rather than just small volumes of data, large volumes of images and video messages are being transmitted. This transfer are executed over LAN as well as WAN. New technologies in this area such as asynchronous transfer mode based technology developed jointly by Ugerman Bass and BBN Communication is a step in the direction of simplifying transfers across LAN and WAN. Simple document imaging and text can well be satisfied with even Ethernet, but integrated multimedia applications need higher topologies. Here in network architecture, two well-known topologies used. One is a ATM, another one is a FDDI. ATM is an acronym for asynchronous transfer mode. Its topology was originally designed for broadband applications in public networks. Asynchronous transfer mode technology simplifies transfers across LANs and WANs. FDDI 100 that is 100 Mbps. FDDI is an acronym of Fiber Distributed Data Interface. This FDDI network is an excellent candidate to act as a backbone that interconnects different types of LANs. FDDI presents a potential for standardization for high-speed networks. The ANSI standard for FDDI allows large distance networking. The increasing use of electronic mail and groupware products has placed extensive demand on the networking infrastructure of corporations. Network planners see the potential for serious network bottlenecks as more and more applications become server-based and attempt to transmit complex graphics.